Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue building the Tamiya BT-01 chassis with the Supra body. And today we're going to be working on the rear arms, both the upper and the lower arms. Essentially that's step 12 through step 14. So let's get started. All right, we need the T tree and then also the P. These suspension balls are in this little bag right here. So there are those. Let's find that arm, T2 and T4. And the T tree should be this right here. So there's a reason why this particular tree is different from the others and why these parts are in this tree rather than the other ones. This plastic is actually very flexible. You can actually feel it. You can see it flex right here. So it makes sense for the arms to be able to flex. So we're going to need T2 right here and T4. So I believe this one right here is T2. And T4 is going to be this piece right here. Let's set that aside. Okay, so let's build this left one first. Let's take a look at how this is arranged. So it looks like how this is oriented is like this. You can actually, there's a tab here that goes into that hole. So you need to find that sweet spot, and it should look like that. Our triangle here matches what that looks like, and we're going to be securing them with MA4. And these are these shorter silver screws. Okay, and then we're going to push this suspension ball, friction suspension ball, into the arm itself. And you can hear that snap, and then it should move freely. Okay, and then we're going to add this screw right here. I believe this is going to be for droop adjustments, which is interesting. You normally find droop adjustment on race cars, so it's interesting that this car has it. And what it does is it allows you to adjust the angle of the arms, the lower arm, which affects your ride height and your handling performance. So it's an interesting addition. And I believe there's a diagram here for how far you want to go. So you want to leave 2.5 millimeter on the top side. It's going to look like that. So it looks like we did everything for this one right here. Let's go to the other side. Again, T2, and it's going to be this one right here. But it looks like the T4, there was only one. So we'll have to go to the other tree to grab it from here. Okay, so let's look at that diagram. Again, the arm is going to be oriented this way. That matches the diagram. And then let's look at it right here. And the triangle should be like that. So if you're doing it correctly, it should look like this. Okay, let me just... Okay, let's push that suspension ball. Snap, and it free inside. Okay, and let's go ahead and add that droop screw. Okay, all right. So now that we have both upper arms, we're ready to move on to the next step. We're going to bring the chassis back in. Here we are. I believe the front is this end. Yep. These two holes are those right there. So the arms are going to go into this hole. These two arms we just finished building. It's going to go there like that. And they're asking for a little bit of grease. Okay, and then now we're going to grab that shock stand or damper stay. And I believe it's going to be this piece right here. 5, yep, A5. So this side is going to be out. You can see it has all those holes. So this side is going to be out like this. And these two holes going to meet the arms, and then these two holes going to go here. And it is asking for a little bit of grease as well. All right, when you're done, it should look something like that. See, the arms went through here. Now we're going to put 2 screws over here. And we're going to be using MA3 still. Let's see. MA3 is going to be these darker ones right here. All right, when you're done, it should look like this, and just make sure the arms are free. All right, let's move on to the next page. We're done with this. Next, we're going to attach the differential case that we built in the last video. Basically, we're just going to be putting it through that hole right there. And we can see the screws are on this side. So it's going to go in like this, and there's a connector piece that we're going to find. And I just want to see how far in it goes. It should go all the way in like that. But let me find that connector piece. And that should be C2, okay? It should be this right here. It's kind of shaped pretty funny. Let's see if there's a left side and a right side. No, it looks identical on both sides, so I don't think it matters. And we're just going to put that in there. Obviously, we're going to line it up like that. I have a feeling it's going to be easier if I did it this way. So I have it lined up so that the groove is horizontal. Don't know if you can see that. And I'll do the same for this one, more or less. Make my life easier. And all right, okay. And this shows here it should be in the middle, but I'm sure it's going to move around. All right, let's go ahead and do the rear lower arms. And that's going to be T1 on this side, T3 on the other side. So let's grab T1. Okay, it's going to be these two right here. Okay, I'm just going to use that one for now. So this is T1. And let's orient it this way. So this side is sitting down like this, and T5. I believe it's going to be that piece right there. We need 2 MA4 screws. MA4 is going to be the tapping screws, and let's make sure we get the right ones. There are some that are a little bit longer. Those are not the ones you want. You want the shorter ones. There's 2 holes here, and it's going to line up with that right there. So it should look like this. And it's interesting, the screws come from the bottom. Okay, same thing. We're going to push the suspension ball. Same thing as the other arms. Just going to push this down. Here, snap, and it should be free. All right, so we're done with this arm. Let's go ahead and work on this one. So it should be this right here. And we need another T5, which is going to be on the other tree. Kind of the same thing. The holes are this side, and this is going to go into here, like that. And the screws are going to come from the bottom. And we're going to push the suspension ball in and make sure it moves. I think we're done with these rear lower arms. So let's get ready to put them on. And how does this go? Looks like it's going to go into here and there, obviously, like this. Like that. It's going to look like this. Okay. And then we're going to close it up with this one right here, A7. Looks like it's going to be this piece right here. And this is going to go in like this. And what? In the previous step, I made a mistake. It's not these two. I put these here already. It's actually the center screw. Okay, then we're going to do the arms. And then we're going to have this piece. And it's going to go on here like this. And make sure everything lines up. Here and there. And then we're going to use these longer silver screws. And they're going to go into this hole and this hole right here. Okay, and I think we're done. So the rear arms, upper and lower, is going to look like this. And next video, we're going to be working on the rear uprights. I'm going to separate them so these videos are not too long. I hope if you're building along that this video helped you. If it did, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.